Welcome to this week's edition of HavenFootball.net's Play the Game. Play of the Game is brought to you by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods, published since 1893. A warm fall evening fell on George L. King Field as the 2-3 Marple Newtown Tigers visited the 4-1 Strath Haven Panthers in the 6th week of the season. The Haven defense exerted itself immediately on the Tigers' first series as number 17 Quinn Kell and number 4 Yosef Ali run down Tiger number 5 Brett Walski for a 3-yard loss, forcing a 3-and-out. Which brings us to tonight's first Play of the Game.
Strath Haven started this at the 50. Trying to cash in here. This is Casey Hudson's first carry. Into the secondary he goes. Steps away, and Casey Hudson in the end zone for the first time this season. Panthers strike quickly, and 22 yards later, number 5 is on the board.
Haven leads 7-0. The Tigers go 3-and-out, and Haven starts pounding with this run as number 3 Landon Barlow takes off tackle and runs over a defender and then breaks another tackle, running down to the 10-yard line for a 23-yard gain. The very next play goes off left as Ali runs almost untouched for 11 yards for another 6 points. Haven leads 14-0. On Haven's next series, disaster strikes as Ali takes the pitch, and the ball just seems to pop out as Marple's number 12 Jackson Park is there to recover the fumble. The Tigers waste no time as quarterback number 11, Sean Grogan, keeps it and gashes the Panthers for 20 yards right up the middle. On 3rd and goal, Haven D steps up as number 7 Cole Haley and number 57 Zach Milligan penetrate and force the sack for a 1-yard loss, forcing the Tigers to try a field goal. Marple is on the board, 14-3. But Haven begins an 11-play drive, including this great run by Ali for 15 yards down to the Tiger 40. 6 plays later, Barlow goes right sweep and takes it untouched for 16 yards and the score. Haven up 21-3. But Marple starts their own 12-play drive, including this great pass and run to number 5 Brett Walski for 13 yards. But the end of the half forces a 47-yard field goal attempt, which falls short. The Panthers start the second half with a strong drive as Hudson takes off and keeps his legs moving for this 25-yard gainer. But the Tigers D steps up on 4th and 2 from the 3 as Park and number 54 Dylan Campbell hits the gaps and stops Barlow for a 3-yard loss, turning the ball over in downs, which brings us to tonight's last Play of the Game.
Here Barlow and Faribault, maybe a chance to tee off here on the edge. 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen, they roll that way. Grogan, under heavy pressure, steps away from it, and they will get him anyway. Paul Oblick swallows him up back inside the 20-yard line. Good pressure from the edges, stepped up into the middle, and Oblick and Milligan there waiting for him. Good work there by Milligan forcing him forward, and Oblick on the cleanup.
Haven gets the ball back, but lightning strikes again as quarterback number 8, Jake Plunkett, pitches the ball to Barlow, who can't find the handle, and a scramble ensues with number 13, Jack Dredger, making the recovery. On the next play, Walski gets the call and goes right up the gut for 24 yards down to the 5-yard line. 2 plays later, Walski finishes the drive for 6 points. Haven still leads 21-10. Haven starts another long drive, including this great run by number 35 Ryan Mudrick as he finds a seam and just keeps dragging defenders along for 23 yards. Mudrick finishes this drive with a 9-yard scamper into the end zone. Haven is pulling away 28-10. Ali gets the call one more time as he goes wide left and takes off for 40 yards down to the Marple 26. Plunkett wants to go to the air and finds number 80 John Riley streaking to the end zone for this final score of the night. Haven wins this one 34-10 and goes to 5-1 on the season. Ryan Mudrick led the offense with 18 carries for 123 yards and 1 touchdown. And Yosef Ali was right behind him with 14 carries for 121 yards and 1 touchdown. He also had 6 tackles on defense. Busy young man. And Quinn Kell led the defense with 8 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. Next week, the Panthers travel up to Berwyn, Pennsylvania to take on the Conestoga Pioneers. Tune in again next week for another edition of HavenFootball.net's Play the Game.